Alright. Well, I'm gonna wait for the stream to get better. Alright, hello everybody, how's it going? This is Video Boy, and we're back with the live streams this week. My voice sounds a little weird. I just realized that actually. It's the first time I'm talking today, so I haven't heard my voice yet. So I might be coming down with something, but this week I should be live streaming every day of the week. I finally have like a full free week. So yeah, let's do this. We're going to start out today by working on the website. I got to show you guys I got a lot of progress done. It's almost done actually, at least like the coding part, and then we have to fill it up with content afterwards, but I won't do that on stream. So we have that to do today, and then after probably like an hour and a half we're probably going to switch to something else. We'll work on Archipelago a little bit. We have that to-do list from the last live stream. So I want to create a form so the player can see their stats. So I think that'd be pretty cool. And all this class stuff, we're gonna hold that off for a little bit. We're still not 100% sure how the class system is gonna work. We looked at it a little more recently, and yeah, we kind of have like a basic idea, but to actually implement in the game, we're not really ready for that. Okay, so I guess I'll just show you guys the website. I'll just pull up oh yeah, I have to tweet out about the stream. Just take a second. I feel like I'm forgetting something else too. I'm not sure though. That seems good. Oh boy, lots of drop frames here. I might have to stop the stream a little bit later to fix some settings, because I played around with them and I don't know if I really reverted them back, or if I did it properly, reverted back. Okay. Alright, so this is the website. So there's a lot of art, which is kind of nice. So we have these banners here, which is for like titles, for different sections. Then you have the banners up here, which is links. We're probably going to move the about and contact us to the bottom in the footer, and then here would be games and I guess press kits or something like that. And you have the Archipelago downloads here. It's not available yet, but when they are, we'll have the downloads right here, and they can you guys can also access them from the games section. I'm thinking maybe we'll have an Archipelago one here too as well. Maybe we'll just put a link here. And then we have the news feed, which is posts. So you have the latest post, which shows up here. So you have like a thumbnail for it, so there's always an image for each post. There's a title and there's a summary. Then you have the date here. And then all the older posts will go here, so up to 4 of them. And then if there's more than 5 posts total, it's going to give you a link to an archive page that has an archive of all the posts. So yeah, there's that. And if you click on a post, either like here or there, it'll bring you to the posts page. So you have a big banner at the top with the date. We're probably going to remove the time there. And then this is the text. I didn't write a lot for that there, because it's just a test post. There's no actual Archipelago update. It's just a test. I just put the thumbnail for the latest devlog there. Okay, so that's the front end. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with this so far. And then we have the back end, which requires a password. So this is to make new posts or edit current ones. So we're pretty much done here already. We just have a couple little scripts we need to write today to finish it off. So you can edit a current post or you can create a new one. So just click edit. So it just shows you the post page, and if you scroll down you have a post editor. And you can edit anything you want in here, pretty much. So you can just add a bunch of text, and then if you want to see what it looks like in here, you have to update the preview, and then it fills it up. So yeah, you'd even put HTML in here as well. So if you want to put like an image or something, I don't know, here, let's get just a random image. There you go. Just put a little image in there. You can of course style it like that. We're probably going to have to modify the style sheet so that we can have styles for things inside the post by default, so you don't have this kind of weird thing where the text goes down and all that stuff. If you want to edit it later, well, you can post it unpublished, but that's not the proper way to do it. We have this status thing here just so that if we quickly need to edit a current post, oh hey, how's it going? If we need to take down a post or we need to edit one, we can just unpublish it. But if we want to save a post so that we can edit it later, because we're not done editing, you can just download the JSON. And here you have the JSON for it. And here I'll remove. Well, here I'll refresh the page. And then here you can choose the file, and if you go to the downloads, it should be here, I think it's this one. Click open, and then it loads it all up. So yeah. And finally we have the update post button, which will actually do the query to the database. Well, there's an AJAX call to another script which queries the database. And that'll actually update the post with this data. So that's pretty much, it's not done, but the part where we're querying to that script is done, but we just have to actually write the script. So yeah, it's very close to done. We of course have to write some posts and stuff there to fill it up a little bit. So I'm going to write a quick to-do list for today. Okay, so we have to add create post script. We have to add edit post script. Add post archive. Move contact and about page links to footer. Add games and press kits page pages, and the games thing is going to be generated with the database. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of database stuff there as well. I don't think we're gonna make an editor for that. I think I'm just gonna edit that stuff in the database itself using like phpMyAdmin or something, because we don't really need other people posting stuff about it. What else? I guess make games page, make archipelago page. I'm thinking since we only have one game right now, we won't even make the games page, we'll just make an archipelago page. That way we don't have to play around with the database too much just now, and in the future, which will probably take a long time, and we start making other games than Archipelago, then we'll add it. There's no point in having it now. So yeah, that makes more sense, I think, like that. Alright, so let's get started with this. So let's add the two scripts for the create post and the edit post. So we'll do the create one first. Okay. How it works is the editor has this basic file, which if you go here, the basic shows all this stuff, all the post stuff, and all this, the download this, but the update post is within the edit.php itself. So if you look at the edit.php, this PHP call here, require, basically takes all the stuff from this page and puts it into this one before it gets sent to the client. So yeah, exactly. So the edit.php is just the basic.php, plus we're appending some extra stuff after, and then closing off the HTML and body here, and also the div for the editor. The only actually thing we're adding is the update button, which I just showed you here. Whoops. The update button right here, update post. And then a bunch of behind the scenes code for like getting the post data and sending it. So there's jQuery in this. So we're using jQuery to select the update button, and then whenever it's getting clicked, we're running this event. So we're getting the data as an object, so like all the data from the post. So we can send it. So I can show you real quick what that is. It's in here. Okay, so this is the function. So we're just creating an object and we're filling up with all the data that we need to create a new post. And then we're making an AJAX call to the script there that we're going to write, that will actually take the data for the post, and then in this case it'll edit the post, and it'll send us a response saying whether it was successful or if there were some errors. So there are a couple of different error types that we can have with that. So yeah. All right. So let's start creating these scripts here. Okay, so you can just copy the name. So we have edit, and then we also have the create one. I think I called it create. Let me see. It's almost the same thing here, yeah, create. But this is for creating a post. Actually, I put the button before the script. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. Alright, so let's write these things. We'll close this. Just close all this stuff here. And close that too. Alright, so let's do this. We said we're going to do the create one first, so let's do that. So I'm kind of assuming you guys know a little bit about PHP here, but we haven't talked about it at all in the channel, so just bear with me, but I'll kind of explain things as I go along, but it's not really a tutorial either, so I don't know how much I'll explain, but okay, so we're going to need a couple of requires here. So we have the connect.php, and we're also going to require the so like I said, require basically takes code from another PHP file and puts it in this one. So in this case, the connect.php is it connects to the database and establishes a connection with it, and the validate is to check if the user entered a password so they can edit posts. So I showed you that before here when I added in when I wrote the password. For now it's just password, just to play around with, and I don't want to put an actual password on stream. But yeah, it validates and it makes sure that the user put in the right password. So whenever we're editing posts or doing anything like that, we need to make sure that they're actually logged in with the right password and everything, of course. I think the post just looks, not the post, the stream looks kind of crappy quality for me, but I think it's just because I have it on a low low resolution, so I'm not taking too much data while I stream. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now we can do some stuff here. So now check if we'll run the validate method, which we created before, which I created before here. I guess I can just show it to you guys. So we created a function here to check if the user is logged in. So if validated, so if they're logged in, okay, I'll show you the connect one as well. I have a fake password in here as well, so I'm not too scared. So yeah, it checks if there's a connection and everything. Okay. So if not validated, so that means they're not logged in. We want to send them back to the login page. So let me see how I did that here. Here. Okay. I mean, I can probably put this in the validate. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's a good idea. I'm gonna put the exit there though. Okay, and let's echo out an error, so not logged in. We're also going to have to do new lines, I think, here as well, so because this is going to be put in an alert. So if you look here, can close this. If you look here, there's the response. So if the response is success, so just the string success, it's going to say the post was successfully created. It's going to alert, so it's going to do a pop-up message. And if it was not, it's going to say the post could not be created for these reasons, and then it's going to add the response. So the response is all the text generated by the this file here. So we're going to add this to it, and then if we add more, it's also going to new line to next one. Hopefully that'll work with the new lines. I guess we'll test it out so we'll know for sure. Okay, so when we're creating a post, we need to make sure all the data for the post is there, and we also need to make sure that the post doesn't already exist. So we're going to have a couple of conditions here. So if is set. So now we're going to check if all the data is there. Or I guess I can comment that. Okay, is set. I believe we sent it through post, yeah. So we need to check if the ID is there. So if it's not there, I'm going to create a boolean here. Missing close equal false. Okay. So each one of these is going to check for if something's missing, I'm going to add a OR clause here. I'm just going to check if it isn't missing, but if it's blank, I don't even know why I'm doing all this error validation, because this will only happen if they're not using the actual editor and they're trying to, I guess, hack into it. But okay, so this will be the title. Summary. But they won't even be able to hack in unless they're logged in, but they need the password for that. I'm definitely not going to put an easy password in there, so. Author, and then there's the text. Okay, and then the whole point of having that boolean there was so that we can exit out. So what this exit thing does, it just basically ends the entire script, and then that's it. Whatever was printed out with the echo, that's it. It's not going to be there anymore. It's going to get sent, but nothing else after that will be run. So if there's missing info, we're just going to end it right there, and they can see what info is missing, and they can fill in the blanks. Okay. So now next thing we need to do is we need to check if a post exists. So in this PHP file, I actually check if a post exists. So I guess I could use this. In some way, I guess. Yeah, because it's going to echo true or false. We don't really want it to do that. Let's just go here. We only want to get the ID for that. Okay. So let's just copy this here like that. Okay, so this is going to check. Oops, so remove this comment here. That was for something else. I copied a lot of code around, so. Okay, it posted that ID already exists. I already have an error here, which is good. Let's remove that link. We're gonna do the new line thing here. Do that as well. Okay, so if the post doesn't exist, I think that's all the errors we can possibly have. So we're gonna have to make a insert call here. A Node.js server. I'm not sure what the REST services are. I don't know if you can expand on that. I know what Node is. I've played around with it just a tiny bit, not much. When I was doing some stuff with Cordova there, with what's it called again? PhoneGap. But besides that, I haven't really played with it much. What is that exactly? Okay. I don't think I've ever showed you guys. I was going to do a blog post on it, but I made a pizza delivery website. It's pretty neat. Actually, here I'll just show you guys the website real fast. Oh, there's some errors going on there. Oh, maybe it's my pads aren't working well. I have to... Oh, that's too bad. I'd have to edit the code. I'm not going to do that now, of course. But it's basically, I think this is it. You have like your menu and you can order pizza. It also has multi-language support. That's why you see all these errors here, key not found. It's because my path towards the keys for the website have changed. But it's from a JSON. But I have a lot of code in this website that I often go back to you know, just so I can see how I did some things. So I'm going to do that here. Here, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, so it's like Ajax scripts, you mean? I mean, I didn't really want to learn a whole new language and new way of developing web apps and stuff like that. I used PHP in school with MySQL queries and everything, so I just kind of wanted to stick with that. It works. I don't know. It works good enough, I think. The website is very lightweight, so we don't really need anything more efficient than that. So it's good enough. Like if you look at the loading times of it, it's fast enough, I think. It's okay. Okay, it should be in scripts, and I think it's add to cart. So we should have a insert query somewhere in here. Oh, it's true. I didn't use prepared statements for some of this stuff. I guess the only people who are going to be getting in there are people I trust with the database anyways, so I doubt anyone's going to do, because you need the password to get in anyways, which won't really be easy to crack. Oh, I thought I would have an insert in here. And like I'm adding to the cart. Okay, no, because, yeah, okay, I remember how I designed this now. It's in checkout cart, I think I need to check. Yeah, here. Okay, so let's just copy this. Yeah, I'm going to put this up on the second screen real quick here, just so I can... Okay, so we have the different statements here. Alright, so obviously we're not going to insert it into order items, we're going to insert it into posts. Okay, then we're going to have the ID, the title, summary, the author, text, and the date is going to be defaulted to the current date. Okay, so these are all strings. So 5. Okay. And here I think we're just going to put this stuff in here, just straight up put it in there. A lot less viewers than last time. I think it's because of the holiday break. It's kind of nice we had a lot of people on, but it's not a big deal. I noticed that I'm really surprised we get a lot of people who watch the streams afterwards, like the DVR versions of it. I was honestly really surprised about that. On one of them, we got like 200 views on it, or more, like 250. It was pretty impressive. We're getting a lot of subscribers lately too, which is a lot of fun. Okay, so we have the insert, and then I think we can check if it was successful or not. Or maybe not. What is that? Okay, I don't need to worry about that. Okay, and then I think we can just echo out success, so I'll just make sure that's the same thing. Yep, success, no caps or anything. And then the post should be added. Now I just need to make sure that the database defaults it to let's just load it up real quick. This is all running on my localhost computer, so if you guys know the passwords for this stuff, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's my ISP actually blocks those kinds of IPs anyway, so no one's able to access it from the outside. Okay. And then the date. I don't think I have a default value on it. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. I think it's just default current timestamp. I'll save that. Oh yeah, I just want to do one thing quick before I forget. In the post here, I want to format the date so it's not the full date with the time and everything. Oh, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I will just keep the time. It kind of, I guess people would be interested in that. Okay. So this should work. Let's test it out real quick here. Yeah, I think we can close this. Alright, let's test this out. And close that. Actually, we're going to need PHP-admin. We'll just open it up here. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I also added that warning, so you can't just exit out. You have to confirm, which is useful. Because if you write a post and you don't save it or something, it can be a real pain, so that usually saves me. Okay. So let's create a new post. So let's call it Archie Jarms. That's the thing I showed last stream about with the classes and everything. It's pretty neat. Okay, so let's just do a fake title. Summary. Let's talk about the Archipelago class system. Okay. And then the text here. Oh, we didn't include the status. I mean, I guess if we're posting the first time, we're kind of assuming that the status is published. But we should still send that to the server now that I think of it. So we'll do that too. It's not much extra code anyways. Hey guys, today we are talking about classes. Yay! Alright, then you can click update preview just to see it. There you go, all the stuff's there. And if you do create, oh, there's an error here. It's kind of funny you see the error here, but okay, on line 24, let's see this. What's the error? Undefined index post ID. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot to change that. This should just be ID like that, I think. Okay. Let's do it again. Could not create the post for this reason. A post with this ID already exists. Oh, okay. Did it actually add the post anyways? Oh, maybe I forgot to exit. Here, if I reload this, yeah, I should see it here. Okay, cool. It showed the current time. That was a little bit ago, like 30 seconds ago. So, yeah, that sounds good. But we found one bug though. At least it seems. I mean, oh, okay, no, it's not really a bug. Like we have the exit things here, so that's good. All right, looks good. Okay, so let's go. No, we have to go back to the basic, and then here in this thing we need to also add the summary. I'm not the summary, the status. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so jQuery how to get select value. Actually, I think I'm already doing this somewhere. Okay, so it's like this. I have to put this here, so that should be status editor, I'm hoping. Let's see. Yeah, status editor. It seems like there's some stuff missing here. We have title, author. Okay, we're not saving the ID to the file. Okay, so yeah, that's okay, I guess. Well, we're just not loading it back up. Yeah, sure, that's okay. Status editor, okay. I mean, that looks good. Now we actually need to look in here, make sure that we have the status in here. And here we're checking if it's blank, but we don't want to check that because it's not a string; it's a number. Okay, and then we can just add it here. Status. There you go. Alright, so I guess we can do this here. Okay, so we can't create the post. What we need to do is we need to do an alert, and then we need to send them back to the main page when the post is successful, so they don't try to send in the post again. Okay, so the status is 0. Well, let's add that line of code in real quick. post is created, so then we need to send them to. Wait, how do we do that again? How do we redirect with JavaScript? It's this, I think. Yeah. It was like pure luck that I found it so fast. Main. Okay, there you go. So let's go back to the main here. Okay, so it's in the list, Archipelago class system. Let's create another post. Whatever, networking. Okay. Game networking. Okay, let's test with not published. This article will talk about how to add multiplayer to game. There's some spelling mistakes or whatever. Create. Oh, another error. Oh, line 36. Oh, okay, we forgot to add this here. I thought I did add it. Yeah, okay, looks good now. Okay, create. Post is created. Nice. Leave. Okay. Alright, we can see it's here. We can click edit. It loads up all the stuff. If we refresh this, we can see it. Oh, but the status is not good. Okay, so what did we do wrong here? I mean, it should have worked. Unless we didn't actually get the value of the status properly. Status editor. I like using the double quotes for this stuff. And then we're finding the selected one. No, we don't want to get the dot text, we want to get the value of it. There you go. Okay, so let's go back here. We have to do another bogus post again. I just said the first word that came to mind. I guess because we're testing if it works, so things that work. Let's see what this does. Create. Post is created. Okay. Leave. Yeah. Status is 1. Perfect. So if we go on the main page here, let's just go visit that real quick. Oh, this is a bug. This is not the latest post. It shouldn't be there. The work post is not there because the status is 1, but if we change it, let's go here, select, no, we're not doing select, we're doing update statement, select update post where ID is equal to work. And we're going to update the status to 0, and then all this stuff we're not updating. Okay, so if we look here now, the status is 0, and if we reload this, it should be there now. There you go. But this should not be there. Going to have to see why this is going there. We'll fix that later. Let's focus on this. Okay, so it seems to work. I mean, I might do some more error testing later. But it seems good. I don't think we can do, yeah, we can't do this query if it already exists. We tested that. Alright, so it looks good. Wait, I want to try one thing. if we comment all this out and we create a post, like this, create. Oh, okay, so we have all the errors here. Okay, so no ID, no title, no summary, no author, no text, no post. There you go, everything works. Alright, so we tested that. Let's fix this. And actually in here, we're not doing this properly. We have to do the new line thing like that. Otherwise you get that ugly error like we just saw there. Okay. I'll be right back. Just need to go to the washroom. So let's add this edit thing now. This should be almost the exact same thing actually. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so instead of checking if the post already exists, hold on. Yeah, post already exists. You check if the post doesn't exist. Then we need to give them the error the post doesn't exist, because when we're editing we need to have a post to edit, right? So we can't have a non-existing post. Okay. Yep, we need the ID. Cannot perform query, all that. We check the validation here. Okay, and then now we need to create a update query here. So how do we do update queries actually? Let me check. I guess we can go into the phpMyAdmin thing here. Okay, so update, and then you put post and then set. Okay. Okay, so update, post, set, and then we have the different things we want to set. So we want to set the title. I'm just going to use question marks, and we're not going to be setting the ID. The ID is going to stay the same after the post is created. I think we have a comma between each. Yep, there's a comma. Summary. Author. Text and status. Now I was thinking of adding a last modified thing in here, so let's do that. So structure, and after date we're going to add a new thing which will be a date time. Modified. And we'll just set the default value to current timestamp. Okay. So now we have that. Now we need to actually update it when we update the post. So let's see. PHP get current timestamp. If we do this, I think it should be good. Okay, and then we have last modified is equal to, no. There you go. That looks good. Okay, so I guess the only way, wait, we need to fix these as well. The string status, and then I think we put string here. Okay. Do we have edit? Let's open that up. Okay. Let's test it, see if it works. Okay, so if we go back to I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to add a link real quick to the main.php file in the editor, because it's kind of annoying to have to write that URL. Where is it? Okay, so we have the editor here. And I'm just going to put a link here. So href is equal to .php. Alright, there you go. Okay, so just so we go to edit the game networking thing, go down here, just say we want, let's just like that. Whoops. Update post. Okay. Could not update for these reasons. Only variables should be passed by reference on line 36. I didn't fully get that error. Only variables should be passed by reference. Yes, I'm pretty sure that has to do with the date thing, right? I don't know, maybe that's not the right way to do it. Let's just look at the top answer. Default time zone set, what is that? Ah. Okay. I mean, this looks like the exact same thing almost. Well, we'll see, and then we'll set the time zone here like it says we're supposed to. So let's do that real quick. I think we can. I think it's just east like that for Eastern time. I'm thinking of it. We might have to kind of have the dates change depending on time zones. We'll deal with that, I guess, another time. It's not a big deal. Like maybe if you just add Eastern time or something like that after. It doesn't have to go in the person's actual time zone. Okay. Only variable should be passed by reference. What? Let's just Google it. PHP only. Okay, I think we need to create a variable then in this case. I think that's what it's asking us to do. There you go. Let's test this out again. Okay, there you go. Post is updated. Let's look in here. Oh crap, it updated all the posts. Okay, I understand why I did that. In here in the update statement, we're only supposed to update where ID is equal to, and then in here we put the post ID. That's another string. Alright, that's okay. Let's go back. Oh man, they're all game now working now. Uh-oh. I should have backed up real quick before doing that. Game making. How to make a game. I'll remove this stuff and we'll just do that just so it's easy to identify. Oh crap. Number of variables does not match parameters. Should be okay. We added that, we added the post. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, maybe we're not supposed to put those quotes there. Probably something like that. There you go, post is updated, that was it. Okay, if we reload this, one of them should be game making. Yep, and the timestamp was updated for last modified, but it stayed the same for a date, which is what we want. Okay, there you go, so that all works. We don't really have to test much for it because we know it's gonna work. Okay, let's add that thing real quick in the post here. So we have the date. Add east. So reload this. Click here. Okay, then Eastern time. That's good. We need to fix this bug now. So why the heck is this one being the one put up first? So let's check that out. No, not this index, it's the other one. Okay. Means descending order. Okay, maybe we need to do ascending order, because maybe not. Yeah, this should really not be there. I don't get that. It's kind of weird. Because like it gets five posts. And then you should put them in order. So descending order of date. So yeah, the descending order of date means the latest one should go to the top, which should be there. I'm just gonna add some comments here real quick. I need to make sure that I know what I'm doing here. Sure that and this needs to be 1 because we already have one for this post here. Okay, but why is this happening though? Let's think for a second. What if we add another post? Let's see this. Wait, I want to Okay, let's create a new post. Let's call it live stream. No, we can't. Schedule. Okay. Okay. Alright, this works now. Oh, and there's something going on here. I'll fix that another time. Well, not another time, maybe after, but there. I'll do that now. Just get out of the way. There. And the title just needs to be this. It's really weird though. I just don't get why this is the one that shows. Oh. Why do I do this to myself? I set the date on this one to January 12th, so no matter what post we create, this one's going to show up at the top until January 12th. So there you go. If we click this, whoops, we didn't refresh here. No. Click refresh. There you go. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to change the link for that there. Okay, so we're at like an hour and 8 minutes now. Let's close these things here. Can close this, so we know all this stuff works now, which is pretty cool. Let's just add the post archive and then the different pages. But let's look at our to-do list here. Let's cross off some stuff because we did a couple things already. Okay, so we added that. We need to add the post archive, and then those last two things are really easy to do. Even the post archive is going to barely take any time to do. Okay, so let's change the link for it. Yeah, it will be post archive. Maybe just archive. Okay. Not PGP. Rename PHP. Okay. Now let's look at this. Let's copy all that. Alright, and then we're going to need the code here for getting the different posts. So in this case, we're not going to limit like we did before. So we have to go back into PHP, of course. Okay. So no limit. Let's remove that. Get all the posts. Where status is 0, yeah, because we don't want to get any unpublished posts. Okay, we have the error if there's no post, that's good. Okay, and then now let's loop through all the posts and just put their information down. Okay, so while row is equal to by the way this thing works is it'll be false if it's null. So it's going to keep going until row becomes null, and then it's going to exit out. So we'll keep going until there's no more posts left. Okay, and then we'll exit out of PHP here, and then we're going to put the different stuff for the post. So I don't know, I think we're just going to do like we'll do a link. And here, we'll go back into PHP real quick so we can echo out the post ID. Well, let's see how we did it here. Posts, okay, yeah, so like this. Title is equal to okay, that's the title, and we're going to put the date, and then we'll put the last modified date in there as well. I think that'll be good. Let's do a class. So class is equal to archive post title. This would be archive post date. So we'll put that in brackets. We'll go into PHP. Let's just do it in a new line so it's nice and clean. Okay, we'll go into PHP. We'll get the date here, and then the last modified. I think that's it. So let's test that out. Here, yeah, the archive.php, that's good. Okay, so let's open this up. See all posts. Okay, so we see the post. We need to do a break between each one, and we also need to put it in some sort of a box, because it looks kind of ugly right now. Okay, so let's create the div. So class is equal to scroll. Let's add the breakpoint here, and then we'll close the scroll class. Let's just indent that so we know what's going on. Okay, load this back up. Okay, there you go. It's not the most super legible thing in the world, but it's not horrible either. I think we'll read it like that. Maybe leave it like that. Maybe we'll change the color of these things a bit here. Do like some light gray and then like a darker gray. This is a lot of text though. mean, it's okay. I guess if they're looking for the post archive, they're fine with seeing all that. And if you click on the post itself, you can go to it. Alright, that's cool. Okay, so let's do a little bit of styling for that. We're getting pretty close to time here for working on Archipelago. Honestly, like, I'll see there, but I might end up finishing the stream after this. I'm kind of tired. I'll see though. I might just go through it and just do it. So what we're doing in Archipelago was kind of easy stuff for today. Well, kind of. We're going to be doing some modifications to the networking, so anyways, we'll see. Okay, how do we do the CSS for links that have been visited? Okay, it's just this thing here. Nice. I mean, I'm thinking of doing this for all the links, so let's just do A. And we'll do like a lighter color. So the text right now is 25, 25, 25. So maybe if you do like 55, 55, 55. So you can shorten that to that. It works just the same. Okay, and then we'll do the 25, 25, 25. Okay, that should be good. Crap, no. It's this. It might not work just right away. We need to refresh. There you go. Uh-oh. Need to change the color for these. So those were white. Where is it? Should be this, I think. Color is white. So why is it overriding it then? Oh, because it's for visited. Alright. This should be good. There you go. These work. If you go back in here, let's see how everything looks. Okay, that's good. I think this looks not too bad. Okay, now let's move the About Us and Contact Us down to the footer. So that should be nice and easy. Okay, so let's close all the tabs. So we have here components, footer. So this is just the footer itself. So in here we can shove those links in here. Let's do PHP. Okay, and then basically the same thing for the About section. Okay, we might want to do a new line, and we'll make this this white here. Yeah, getting confused all this stuff open here. I'll close that. We'll do a break. Okay, so then the footer links, we're just going to set them all to white. We'll do the CSS for that right here. Actually, here, better practice, instead of doing that, we can do this. footer A, and then it would be footer A visited. Oh no, what's going on? Okay. CSS didn't update here though. Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe I just need to do a class. Why is it still white? It's like it's not even looking at all for that. That's kind of stupid. No, did it not reload properly, or? Yeah, we're gonna have to modify this anyways, I think. Okay, and then text height, we need to make it 30. That might fix that issue with the, yeah, there you go. Okay, but these things are still white. That makes no sense. CSS is really, really annoying. Those we're going to force as well. Okay, other post title. This actually caused so much pain, this thing here. Okay, so let's go into the index here. Other post title. Okay. We're also going to do that for the main post. No, maybe not. If we click here and we go back, yeah, okay, it's still white, at least that. To read more, that's fine. I'm okay with that being... but these just aren't updating at all. Here, if we inspect, footer link, I mean, we're directly accessing it. It should be working. Spelling it the same, right? Yeah. Oh, I misspelled visited. There you go. That'll probably work now. And let's put this beside the footer just so. Oh, I guess you guys can see that. But there you go. Contact us about. So you have that. About. Okay, then at the top here, we're going to change those things. That's very quick as well. If we go to the header. We'll change this to Archipelago, and then change this one to Press Kits. Yeah, the tutorial series. To be honest, I've been kind of putting it off. I don't know. I haven't really felt in the mood to do it. I think I'm gonna do it this week though. The platformer tutorial series. I'm gonna release one episode that's going to be for both versions. So both the randomly generated and the platform, the one with tiled. I won't actually do any random generation just yet. Maybe in the future. I'll see though, but. Honestly, like I don't have a lot of motivation right now to do the new tutorial series. I think I might just do the one with like a custom tile loader, which people can eventually use to do a random generation, and then one that uses tiled, and then I'll make some sort of class that links them together so that whichever one you do, you can continue on with the other platforming stuff. Like we might do gravity. But honestly, like these days, I just feel like working on Archipelago and this kind of stuff. I don't really feel like I have a whole lot of time to do the tutorials that much anymore. Like I kind of said I would do them, so I think I will. But I mean, the platforming tutorials, I'm starting to think I don't want to do them very much anymore. I might do stuff like networking tutorials, but those will be more theoretical. I won't actually even do any code. So I'll let you guys know exactly what's going on with that, but we'll see. If I do have a tutorial out, it'll be this week. And if I don't come out with one this week, then I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. Yeah, because another thing too is that I do a little bit extra side work now, so. Like the time I do have, I kind of just want to work on Archipelago. But I'll do a video on that, I guess, or something if I don't do them finally. It's not official yet, but. Okay. Yeah, so that should be good. I would just need to add the Archipelago page. Here, I'm going to put that in the games folder anyways. So add a new folder, games, and then in here we'll have archipelago.php. Okay, let's open up the contacts page. So this is just a basic page. So just these simple lines of code can actually load up that whole page. Well, that's pretty awesome. So we're in the games folder now, so we need to Archipelago, there you go. And we need to do the press kits. There you go. And in 1 minute will be exactly an hour and 30 minutes through the stream. Okay, so we have Archipelago. Click here. Alright, that looks good. Press kits. That works. Let's check out contact, about, and the home is working. Okay, so that's enough for the website today. I'm just going to back that up real quick. So let's back this up. Yeah, I think I might end the stream here. I don't know, I'm just really not feeling up for doing another hour and a half. Tomorrow I'll probably do the 3 hours. We'll get some work done on Archipelago. It'll be fun. I'm going to do the devlog for Archipelago this afternoon for the inventory system. So that'll be fun. It'd be not a super long video there, but I don't know why I'm doing all this on the stream. I guess it's not a big deal. You guys already know my email. This is not even my main email. This is just developing stuff. Okay, there you go. Alright, I'm going to end it here. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.